Hello, I am Laura at Scrapbook.com, and I am so excited to show you our brand new 20-ounce tumbler. We are so excited about this guy. He is so fun to use, and there are so many things you can do with him. It is white and shiny, stainless steel with a vacuum sealed lid. It has the closable top that you can use as a sippy, or it comes with a straw, and at the end of the straw has a little lock, so when you put it in there, it's not going to fall out. It also keeps your drinks cold for at least 24 hours and your drinks hot for a long time. This tumbler is dishwasher safe. It is so sleek and so pretty. I recently took mine to Hawaii on a beach vacation, and it held up and was so awesome to have as my companion to mix my drinks in and take with me to the beach every day. Like I said, it comes white and beautiful, just like this, but you can get creative and do some fun stuff with it, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So let's jump right into one way that you can decorate your white, beautiful tumbler. I've got my We Are Memory Keepers Spin It machine right here. We sell this at Scrapbook.com. I'm going to take my vacuum sealed lid off, put that aside, and then I'm going to put my cup onto this contraption here. It's got springs, so I'm just going to squeeze it and push that all the way on like that. Now, as you can see on my table here, I've taken 2 of my Scrapbook.com silicone mats and layered them, one underneath this machine and one right on top, just to protect my surface. And I'm going to use this spatula as well that is from We Are Memory Keepers. What's really exciting about this technique that we're going to do is, I know it's a trendy thing that everyone's doing with their tumblers right now, but you can use all of the alcohol inks that we have on our site, and I pulled a few here that we're going to use today. And let me just show you a finished result of how gorgeous this looks on the tumbler. You can still see our logo right there, but look at how beautiful and pretty that is. You can get really creative and artsy and make this your own and make it your style so that you have your own unique personalized tumbler. Okay, on top of the alcohol inks, I'm also going to use this Spin It Epoxy kit. We sell this on our site as well. It has everything I need in it to create this beautiful tumbler. So we're going to open that up, and we're going to get out our epoxy and our hardener. It comes in 2 big tubes. And then let me show you how we're going to mix this. A and B, as you can see here. We're going to take 1 little measuring cup full of each one, equal parts, and put it in this little cup. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to take A first. Okay, and then I'm going to pour all of that measuring cup full of A, the epoxy, into my little cup. And then let's take B. This is our hardener. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pour a measuring cup full right there. And then I'm going to add that to my plastic cup. All right, once both have been emptied into your little plastic clear cup, you're going to take a popsicle stick that comes in the kit, and we're going to mix it slowly for 2 minutes. And the reason you want to keep stirring slowly for 2 minutes is because you don't want bubbles and you don't want streaks. Okay, now that I've stirred this for 2 minutes slowly, I'm going to scrape off my popsicle stick and set that aside. And then I've got my spatula right here, and I'm going to turn on my machine to spin. I'm going to just do it slowly, about a medium spin right there. Okay, I'm going to pour the epoxy just a straight line down, and I'm going to take my spatula and smooth it all the way across. Pour a little bit more. And you just want to catch it and keep smoothing it all the way across. This is a whole process, so you just want to keep pouring and smoothing across with your spatula. And the great thing about its spinning is that it evens all this out naturally with the slow spin I just want to make sure it's covered and smoothed across as much as possible. All right, now I'm going to scoop up a little bit to just do the bottom of my tumbler because I want to make sure the bottom is covered in epoxy. So I'm just going to scoop a little onto my spatula and coat the bottom here so it's fully covered. Look at how it has the whole even coverage. It's pretty thick, about 2 millimeters maybe thick of epoxy across the whole thing. And like I said, if you see a little spot that needs some more, you can just add a little bit more there. And then we're going to get into the fun part of adding the alcohol inks. All right, now for the fun part, we're going to put our epoxy cup and spatula aside, and we're going to grab some alcohol inks. The first one I'm going to grab is this Fiesta. All right, here we go with our first drop of Fiesta. We're going to get our tip close. We're not going to squeeze. We're just going to let it drop. Here it comes, just like that. Right now, I'm going to just keep dropping like that. Down here. Go. Let's do a little right here. I love this pink. And you can see as it spins, it starts to spread the alcohol ink to create a fun pattern. Okay, here, let's do a little bit more. I'm going to do one right there. And one right here. All right, let's use our next alcohol ink. Now, if you don't want to get stained fingers, alcohol inks are tricky to work with. They will stain your hands, so you might want to wear gloves. I didn't, so I'm going to have stained hands today, but I'm okay with that because I'm getting crafty and inky and having some fun. Now I'm going to use the Gumball Alcohol Ink and do the same thing. We're not going to squeeze it. We're just going to tip it over close and let it drop. 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 Don't touch the tip to your epoxy. Try and just stay a little bit above. Drop. Drop. All right, and if it starts to drip a lot, just turn up your speed a little bit to make it spin a little bit faster so it keeps that epoxy moving and rolling around. And it's crazy because how this looks right now, it's gonna look like a totally different product at the end of this project. I can't wait for you all to see it. Okay, friends, I'm gonna let this spin. So you would just let this spin for another 4 hours. And I know it's a long process, but what you end up with is gorgeous. And again, you can make it your own and be creative and add some metallics, add whatever kind of alcohol inks you would like. It is such a fun project to do. And here are some finished results, and all from this white tumbler. All right, your tumbler by itself, the way it comes like this, is dishwasher safe, but I want to make it clear that once you add epoxy, it is not dishwasher safe anymore, so you will have to hand wash your tumbler. But by itself, with nothing on it, totally dishwasher safe. All right, on top of using the epoxy on your tumbler, you can also use vinyl. You can add some stickers to your tumbler to make it more customized for your preference. All right, one more thing. Lots of ideas here for this tumbler. You can also add stickers and then epoxy on top of it. So your sticker design will stay there forever. Just another great idea on how to decorate your tumbler.